divorcing after my dad admitted to an affair. Everyone expects me to choose my mom for custody. I chose my dad instead. Now my mom says I betrayed her, and my whole family thinks I'm heartless. I'm 17 years old, and I just told a courtroom full of people that I want to live with my father, the man who cheated on my mother, the man everyone in my family currently hates, the man my aunt called a monster at dinner last week, and I watched my mother's face crumble like I'd stabbed her in the chest. I need to explain why. My parents have been married for 19 years. From the outside, they looked happy. Big house, nice cars, family vacations every summer. But I lived inside that house. I saw what nobody else saw. My mother is not a good person. I know the internet will call me a pick-me daughter defending a cheating father. I know how this looks, but I lived there for 17 years, and I'm telling you what I saw. My mother controlled everything. What my father wore, what he ate, who he talked to, where he went. If he came home 10 minutes late, she'd interrogate him for an hour. If he smiled at a waitress, she wouldn't speak to him for 2 days. If he wanted to see his friends, she'd start a fight so bad he'd just stay home. She criticized him constantly. His weight, his job, his salary, nothing was ever good enough. I watched this man shrink over the years. The dad who used to laugh and play with me became a quiet shadow who tiptoed around his own house trying not to set off a bomb. When I was 12, I heard her tell him he was pathetic. When I was 14, she threw his dinner in the trash because he forgot to buy the right brand of pasta. When I was 15, she told him no other woman would ever want him. In front of me, he just stood there and took it. Always. Nobody talks about that part. She told her family he was emotionally distant, cold, unavailable, painted herself as the suffering wife. They believed every word because my mother is very good at crying. 6 months ago, my father told my mother he'd been having an affair. A woman from his office named Janet. 4 months. He didn't get caught. He confessed, sat her down and told the truth and said he was sorry and wanted a divorce. My mother screamed for 3 hours, called her sisters, called her mother. Within 24 hours, everyone knew. My father was the villain, the cheater, the liar. Nobody asked why. Nobody asked what the inside of that marriage looked like. Nobody asked why her husband went looking for kindness somewhere else. I'm not excusing cheating. My father knows it's wrong. He told me with tears in his eyes. I should have left first. I should have been brave enough to leave before it happened. I wasn't. That's my fault. He didn't blame my mother, didn't make excuses, just admitted he was wrong. My mother has never admitted she was wrong about anything in her entire life. The custody hearing was last Thursday. My mother assumed I'd choose her. Everyone did. When the judge asked me where I wanted to live, I said with my father. The courtroom went still. My mother started crying. My aunt in the gallery said what? Loud enough for everyone to hear. The judge asked me to explain. I told him about the years of control, the criticism, the manipulation, the pasta incident, the pathetic comment, the interrogations. I told him my father wasn't perfect, but he was a good father. Came to every game, helped with every project, sat with me when I was sick, listened when I talked, made me feel like I mattered. I told the judge my mother made my father feel like he didn't matter for 19 years and now wanted sympathy because he finally broke. After the hearing, she cornered me in the hallway. How could you do this to me? After what he did, you're choosing a cheater over your own mother? I'm choosing the parent who made me feel safe. I kept a roof over your head. I cooked your meals. I drove you to school every day, and you made dad cry in the shower when you thought nobody could hear. I heard every time. She stepped back like I'd hit her. My aunt grabbed my arm. You ungrateful little girl. Your mother sacrificed everything for you. She sacrificed dad. That wasn't hers to break. I left with my father that day, moved into his new apartment. Small place, 2 bedrooms, nothing fancy, but it's quiet, no screaming, no tension, no walking on eggshells wondering who's going to get destroyed at dinner tonight. My mother texts me every day. Some messages are angry, some are sad, some are guilt trips about how she gave me the best years of her life. I haven't responded yet. Maybe I will someday. My father's family barely talks to him. His own brother called him a disgrace. Janet isn't in the picture anymore. He ended it when he filed for divorce. He goes to therapy twice a week, cooks me dinner every night, asks about my day, and actually listens to the answer. The internet will say I'm wrong, that cheating is unforgivable, that I should stand by my mother no matter what. But those people didn't live in my house. They didn't hear what I heard. They didn't watch the man I love most in this world get dismantled piece by piece for 19 years by a woman who called it marriage. My father made a terrible mistake. My mother made a terrible marriage. I chose the one who's trying to be better. She's still pretending she was perfect. That's the difference.